there, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Sir Alex Ferguson save. Now today we've got all the transfers for season 9, a little bit of tactic stuff and a game against City in the Community Shield, plus we'll go through all of the season preview stuff and the schedule as well, so you know exactly what is coming. But without further ado, we are going to get in to the transfers and see who we brought in and who, most importantly, have we let go, who is no longer in the squad. We have sold over £219 million worth of players and only brought in 2 players worth £108 million. So let's have a look at the outs. Tedesiano is the first one out. £100 million we got for him for Paris Saint-Germain, and he is no longer with the club. Adolfo has left us. He's gone to Red Bull Leipzig for 70 million. We bought him in for about 12 million quid. Something like that, I think it was. Yeah, 11.75. So to get 70 million for him is a brilliant turnaround. And say last couple of years didn't really score that many league goals. Scored goals in cup competitions and stuff like that, but didn't score that many league goals. So hopefully Adolfo won't come back and bite us this season. Declan Rice was a one-season wonder, really, to be fair. Brought him in just to help out those 2 young centre-backs who are playing really well this season, especially in pre-season. Declan Rice off to Wolves for 22.5 million. Villa got 2 of our players, Damien Arauger and Bob Bridges, both going to Villa for about 17-18 million pounds between the 2. And then a lot of youngsters gone out that just weren't going to make the mark, and we wanted to make sure that the quality youngsters that we've got in the squad can actually have a path through to the first team. A lot of these players were nowhere near good enough. The ones that have gone out alone do have that chance to break through to the first team, and hopefully they will do in the next couple of seasons if we need to do a couple more years. Now, we've only literally brought in 2 players. A central midfielder, purely because we've changed our roles, changed the tactics, and we've gone for more midfielders in that central midfield role. And first one was Rodrigo Marquez, bought from Porto for a massive £67 million. 20 years old, already being capped at full Portuguese level, full international level for Portugal. So all in all, been fantastic. Playing 3 across the middle, which I'll show you in just 2 seconds. We're playing a deep line playmaker, playing an advanced playmaker, and we're playing a box-to-box. And this boy can pretty much do it all, really, to be fair. He'll be playing in the deep line playmaker or even in the advanced playmaker role, though, to be fair. Great first touch, great passing, great technique, fantastic mentals for someone who's only 20 years old. Great physicals as well. Bit of a wonder kid. 4-star current, 5-star potential ability. Got him in on £145,000 on a 4-year deal. An absolute steal, an absolute bargain, I feel. In pre-season, he's been good for us. A 7.6 in pre-season, 2 goals and an assist in 2 starts and 4 sub appearances. And all in all, fantastic performance from Rodrigo Marquez. Has brought him into the squad, brought him into the team from Hertha Berlin. And I'm looking forward to using him. They've only had him for a couple of years, bought him for 9.75 million, and that made a bit of a profit. And then finally, Adolfo went out, and I earmarked this player pretty early on, really, to be fair. Arno van der Horst, probably the best all-round striker I have ever had on FM. An absolute wonder. I think he's going to be phenomenal for us. We actually had to pay his minimum release clause, which was £41 million, which is actually a snippet, really. £250,000 a week on a 5-year deal. 4.5-star current ability, can go up to that 5-star ability, but just look at him. Look at the man. Great dribbling, first touch and finishing. Good passing, good technique, good teamwork, vision and work rate. Mentally fantastic. Bit of flair, bit of determination. Great off the ball. Physically fantastic. He's only 5'11" and been really good for us, as you can see here in the World Cup. He was 4 goals, 6 appearances, 7.52 from them, and then for us in pre-season an 8.25, 2 goals from his 1 match started. So Arno van der Horst is the one that we brought in, and he's going to be, you'll actually see him play today in that one. So how do you think we've done in the transfer window. And again, only 2 players in, but loads of players left the club, loads of first teamers leaving the club, and actually I think the clear out has done us some world of good. If you have a look at the squad, this is a squad as you see it. So we have brought some more youngsters through. Raul Liete, he'll be in and around the first team this year. We brought him in a few years back now from Guillermes on a free transfer, and he's turning into a bit of a brilliant midfielder. Again, can play that deep line playmaker role or the advanced playmaker role. Also training him up to be a box-to-box. I think he's got the right attributes for it. If you can see his attributes highlighted there, definitely can do that role. So Raul Liete will be in and around the first team this year. And we have brought someone else. We are going to bring someone else in, Scott Ellis. He came through the youth intake last season, 2-star current ability up to a 4.5-star potential ability, already turned into a wonder kid. So we're even producing our own wonder kids now, and he is currently learning that deep line playmaker role on defend. He's 16 years of age. I don't want to break him in too early, but he will join the first team as and when we need him in there. Plus we've got the likes of Larison, Cook, Meyer. João Teixeira is throwing his dummy out the pram yet again. People coming in for him, but just not giving me the amount of money. Real Madrid came in for him and basically offered me £20 million for a player of this caliber. He's valued at 61 million, and they offered me 20 million. They thought there's something wrong in this year's game. The AI just don't give you that much for your players, and so I've valued him around about 120 million pounds. I've lowered it to 95 million. If no one comes in for him in the next week or so, he'll be staying with us, and that will be that. All in all, though, I'm really pleased with the squad. Again, leave me a comment in the comment section down below how you feel we have done in the transfer market this year. While you're also down there, hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe if you are new around here, and tick the bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. Let's have a look at the season preview. We are going to be with odds-on favourites to win the league this year, and our boys are playing fantastic stuff already. We're 7-2 favourites. We even got Van der Hoest and Tellier in the Dream 11, so a couple of players there in the Dream 11 as well. City, Tottenham and United round off the top 4. Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea are going to be in those Europa League spots. Promoted boys, Stoke, Fulham should be there or thereabouts in trying to survive, but we will have a Northeast derby this year. Sunderland being promoted back into the Premier League, and we'll have that Northeast derby for you later on in the season. Conte is now at Liverpool, Allegri now at City, and Mourinho back at United. So managerial changes this summer as well. And that is the pre-season preview all done and dusted. We're odds on favourite to win the league, and we are looking for that famous treble that Sir Alex Ferguson did this year. We have changed the tactics rounds. As I said, Teresiano going out means we've got wonderful midfielders in the central of the park, and I wanted to get more out of them. So we've dropped the attacking midfielder, brought one back, and actually we're playing real good football in the pre-season. So we've just dropped him back, been a little bit more direct, playing with the flanks, playing wide as well, and it seems to work well for us this season. So we've got a box-to-box midfielder in there, a deep line playmaker on defend, and then attacking advanced playmaker on attack. Two wide men, one a winger, one an inside forward on attack, and then the advanced forward up top. Back four pretty much picks itself. Zagadou and Porcone as ball-playing defenders, and then both fullbacks on fullback. And then Christians is going to be my number 1 this year. 3-star current ability, up to that 4.5-star potential ability. Last year he played a couple of games for us when Rakitic went and got injured, and he had 8 clean sheets in 9 appearances, so he will definitely be my number 1 this year. And that is the squad, that is the lineup, that is the tactic. Hopefully we've covered everything off, we've covered all the bases, and now we can go on to see if we can win some silverware early on this year. We'll have a look at the schedule as well. As you can see here, pre-season been really good for us. We played the likes of Ajax, Shakhtar, Roma, Midtjylland and Copenhagen, and beat them pretty comfortably, to be fair. Only conceded against Midtjylland, I think Rakitic was in goal there, and actually we went down to 10 men. The only goals conceded this summer. We've got We start our season with Villa and Arsenal, Everton, Wolves and Fulham in the month of August. Our first North East derby comes in November, and we play Liverpool and Chelsea in the league. So November is looking very, very tasty as regards to league of action. Plus, we'll have the Champions League to come as well. December looking pretty good. December and January looking really good. We've got the likes of City and Arsenal back-to-back with the FA Cup in the middle of everything. And then we finish with Southampton at home at the last day of the season, with the run-in looking very, very tight. We've got the North East derby against Sunderland. We've got a game against Chelsea, West Ham, Stoke, City and Southampton. If the title goes down to these last 4 or 5 games, could be very, very interesting in regards to where the title finishes. But let's get into this one against City. Let's see how we go up against them. So you've seen the lineup, you've seen the personnel. On the bench, we've got Marquez, Leite, Bevis, Edimar, Cook, Madison and Marin. Fetiop's out for a few weeks. He picked up a calf strain against Blackburn in pre-season. Will Perry out for 3 weeks. He picked up a calf strain against Roma in pre-season. But that is the lineup. That is the formation. Let's submit that team and let's go to Wembley. So 4-2-3-1, a traditional 4-2-3-1. This against City here. Kim Sun-Hwan in goal. Elio, Milinkovic, Skriniar and Tierney are the back line. Fulga and Artur in the middle of midfield. Hibbert on the right. Asensio in behind. Lautaro Martinez and Leon Bailey on the right hand side. On the bench, Edison, Danilo, Lowe, Goebbels, Kovacic, Laporte and Kevin De Bruyne to bring on if they need to. Going to go into the team talk. Going to keep it calm and say, come on lads, show me what you can do, and then follow it up passionately saying, I think there's more to come from you. I completely believe you've got what it takes. Now go out there and produce the goods. Corner, Asensio in swinging corner. Zagadou gets that ball clear and Fulga should pick that ball back up and whipping that ball back in, but Zagadou again, but only as far as Skriniar. We're not really picking up that second ball and going back to Tierney into Milinkovic, and they're going over to that right hand side, and Leon Bailey cuts inside, finds Asensio into Fulga, and keeping the ball well here are City, but again we're pushing them back really well. They go long and Bilaal's header's a bit loose and goes back out to Bailey. Porconi gets the ball clear, Lauritsen gets the ball clear, and we just need to get the foot on the ball. Hibbert cuts inside, goes for goal, hits a crossbar, and Porconi gonna get that ball clear, and Mbolo just finishes that off. Yeah, just not getting the foot on the ball. We need to keep it a little bit more calmer and play out from the back. Corner, Tellier in swinger, can he find the back post? He can. Van Hoost is there and just wide from the new striker for Newcastle. Good to see him try and get in on goal though. Van der Hoost though picks it up from Bilal is throwing. Lauritsen back out to Bilal. Can he get the ball in? He can. Van der Hoost is there and it's blocked by number 5. Who is that in the City back line? Skriniar. We get a tackle in, and now Mbolo coming into the back line of City. It's frantic stuff here at Wembley in the opening showpiece of the season. Lautaro Martinez into Fulga, driving into the back line of Newcastle, goes for a shot and hits it high and wide. Tierney throwing the ball in to Asensio, and now Artur. He's got time and space and finds Hibbert on this left hand side, cutting inside, but runs in to Teixeira, but they do get the ball back and Asensio's there. It's a loose pass crosswise between him and Leon Bailey. Teixeira, lovely ball out to Brilian Bolo. Can he get the ball in? It's a bit too close to Kim Sun-Hwan, and he comes out and claims pretty comfortably, to be fair, and then launches it forward, and Zagadou just brings that ball down nice and comfortably. Goes back to Christians and Van der Hoost. Lovely header down to Moise Kean. And Bolo's over. Can he go for a shot? He can. And brilliant Bolo. Lovely counter-attacking move. Finished off with him and his first goal of the season. Moise Kean running at this City defence. Van der Hoost, though, wins that header. Wins that knockdown to Moise Kean. He sets up the play. And then Kean just drives forward. City backing off. And first time shot from Brilian Bolo puts us 1-0 up after 16 minutes. Artur going to swing this one in into the back post, and Skriniar is there, and it's a great block by Arnie Meyer. Now Mbolo getting that ball clear and running at the defence, and again it's a loose pass. We just need to keep control of this ball a little bit sooner than what we were, and Skriniar going back to Milinkovic and out to Leon Bailey this time, and this time again he cuts in through to Lautaro Martinez, and he shoots just wide. City have had chances, just not put them on target. Tellier back post. post corner, but they get the ball clear. Zagadou picks it up, pressed by 2 City men into Teixeira. Larison again. Van der Hurst gets half a yard, goes back to Larison, goes for goal, and this time he shoots wide. Both teams going for this really good game of football just before half-time. Mbolo with the ball from that throw-in, and he goes and finds Moise Kean, goes for a shot, deflected, took the sting out of the shot, and easily in to Kim Sung-han's hands, and they go along again. Zagadou getting that ball clear. Teixeira bringing the ball down, but it's a loose touch. Hibbert now into Marco Asensio, out to Kieran Tierney. Lots of time and space to get the ball under control. Hibbert, back post. Leon Bailey's there, headers it across the goal, and it just trickles over. Christians can't keep that ball out. It's in off the upright, and it's City coming back into this game. Kieran Tierney, loads of time and space. He finds a lovely ball into Hibbert, turns, swivels, whips that ball into the back post. But Al can't get there. Christians can't get there. And it just trickles over the line. One apiece. Earlier, just before half-time, into Pocone. Keane's there. Can he get a shot away? No, he goes back out to Teixeira, who then gets his cross blocked. Mbolo, though, picks up that loose pass into Zagadou, out to Tellier again. Driving forward, goes for goal, and this time he gets it. Giuliano Tellier putting us back in the lead just before half-time, moments after City scored an equaliser. Mbolo picking up this loose pass from Teixeira, getting the ball to Zagadou, and then Tellier driving forward, and no one again closing him down. Then he just curls it into the far corner. 2-1 Newcastle. And that is half-time. A blistering first half in this Community Shield. I'm just gonna say though, we've got to guard against complacency. Don't make sure we don't throw it away. Teixeira's not having the best of game purely because he's not a very happy bunny at the minute. So I'm gonna bring him off. I'm gonna bring Lewis Cook on. He can play that advanced playmaker role really, really well. Van der Hurst not having the best of games, but he was involved in the opening goal for us, so not too bad. Let's get out of there for the second half and a bit more of the same, please. 3 minutes left, and Mbolo gets the ball in to Marquez. His first start for us, comes off the bench, but loose touch there. But they get the ball. We get the ball back, and Pocone into Lewis Cook, out to Edimar now. Lovely reverse pass into Lewis Cook. Keane to the back post, and it's a good save by the City keeper. Moise Kean should be putting that one away, but now they're on the counter-attack. Zagadou gets that ball clear, and Kevin De Bruyne has come on for City. A little bit more of a Marshall in that middle of midfield. Tellier, final few seconds of this game, and that is it. Full-time whistle goes. Newcastle 2, City 1, and that man, Giuliano Tellier, scoring the goal 2 minutes from the time, first half finishing, and we get another piece of silver, another Community Shield to our name. Attacking-wise, for both sides, actually, really disappointing game in that second half. Congratulations, good performance out there. First half was frantic, second half less so, but we win another piece of silverware. So because this is our 9th season, we're going to run through it a little bit quicker than we have been doing, just to see if we can get to the kind of latter stages of everything a little bit quicker. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring you United and the Champions League group stage game there, and that will be the next episode tomorrow, and then we'll fill you in with everything that's happened, and hopefully we are scoring goals and top of the league when you come back. But that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss any more content. Remember, tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time, when we're going to be at the end of September, start of October, I'll see you soon.